I think media transparency is important, or transparency of the ownership of the media is important for two reasons. First of all, it's important from a market perspective, because you want to make sure that the big players on the media market do not dominate that market too much. So you want to hem or bring the dominance to a agreeable level. And the second reason why you should need, or why you should aim for transparency of the ownership of the media is from a political viewpoint. Because you know that there are no objective media. I mean, the idea of an objective media is very naive. Every media transports some kind of opinion or some kind of mindset. And since media are so strongly involved in the creation of mindsets and in the influence on what people think, it's important to know who the persons or who the people are that tell you what to think, or if you're a more independent thinker, who provide you with the grounds on which you build your opinion. And these are the two main reasons why you need transparency of the ownership. So in Austria we have two kinds of regulation for that. We have an ex ante approach, where you more or less disclose who your owners are and who your beneficiaries are in advance to obtaining a license, for instance. So if you are applying for a license for audiovisual media, a radio license or a TV license, you have to disclose who is your owner and who owns them, down to the last step and down to the last person involved. And the other approach is the ex post approach, where you disclose also your owners, but not before applying for a certain license. And this is the case for the printed media, for instance. These type of media have to disclose also their owners up until their ultimate owners, and they do that online. There has to be a constant information on who owns them, who owns the owners, and who's the ultimate owner. We found that it's not tremendously hard for media to follow these rules, because usually if you run a newspaper, if you run a radio station, you should know who you are owned by and who your owners are owned by. So usually it's just publishing information you already have. And in our experience, there are no big problems with getting that information out there.